Thank you so much for joining us here on Spectrum News 1. I'm Sophia Constantine.
And I'm Chuck Ringwald. We're joined now by meteorologist Erica Calora. And Erica, several areas in the western part of our state are dealing with extensive damage. So can you walk us through exactly what happened?
Yeah, so yesterday we had the storms going on already when we woke up, right? That was well off to our west through portions of Indiana and Illinois. And then I wanted to show you kind of the timeline of what happened. We had that initial line move through into western Ohio around 2 o'clock. We had one tornado warning that crossed over the Ohio River from Indiana to Kentucky, which was incredible to see. But then we had that secondary line that started in the northern Miami Valley, moved through places like Mercer County into places like Lima, and then you had those tornado warnings one after another move through portions of the Miami Valley. And those purple polygons that you see there are indicative of observed tornadoes. So there were several observed tornadoes last evening. That continued to transition down to the south and east. We were finally done with the severe threat around midnight last night. And you could see all of the storm reports from yesterday. This is over the last 24 hours, but basically through the day yesterday, we had 8 tornado reports in Ohio, a slew of wind reports and hail reports. So the National Weather Service's job today and probably for the next couple of days is going to be going out to those areas, especially today, to survey the damage, give a rating on those potential tornadoes, which there were likely a few of them, and go from there from the damage that they assess.
So really starting to collect data today.
Exactly.
All right, Erica, thank you so much. We'll be checking back in with you here soon. And we continue our team coverage now in communities where many tornadoes may have touched down. Again, people now trying to assess the damage.
Our teams of reporters are out in 2 locations that were among the hardest hit in Logan County and the village of Plymouth near the border of Huron and Crawford counties. We begin with our Jamila Muhammad reporting in Logan County near Indian Lake. Jamila?
Yeah, good morning, Chuck. Good morning, Sophia. I'm here in Lakeview, which was hit really hard by that severe weather. As you see behind me, this used to be an auto dealership, and you can see everything from exposed brick to exposed wood. Would actually, not even the power line, but the actual tower that conducts power fell over and hit the building. What used to be the waiting room looks completely demolished. There's cars in the lot still that even say, that had the price tag on them still. And so that just kind of gives you a map and an example of really how hard the community has been hit. I've actually been able to speak with one resident, James Ward here, who has lived in the Lakeview community for some time now. And he's like, he's never seen anything like this. Walk me through what it was like last night, just trying to find shelter and really not knowing what was going to happen.
When it was all coming in, it was wild. I've been here my whole life, and I've never seen anything like this here. But pretty much one of my very first actual tornadoes this close I've been through, and it got scary. It was scary there for a little bit, and trying to take a grasp of all this here, the devastation, people's jobs and their history, their dreams of what they had going for them, it's gone now, and within a matter of minutes. Yeah. But it was a real scary ride going through with the winds and just to hearing what was going on. There was nothing you could do, just write it out and pray for the best.
Yeah, and James also told me that you really know that the community is going to come together, that you guys are not going to be defined by this incident either.
No, it ain't going to take us out. We will recover from it. It may take some time, but no matter what, we're a strong community. We will help each other out. Any way it goes, we will recover from it, and it won't be the same. Believe me, it won't be the same, but we will come back together and we will push forward and recover from it somehow.
Thank you so much, James. And Logan County EMA has already confirmed 3 deaths, and they are asking volunteers not to come out and help because it is still an active scene. So again, please, if you are in the area, just try to stay safe. Chuck and Sophia.
All right, our Jamila Muhammad reporting for us from Logan County.
Yeah, Jamila, our best to James and everyone else there.
All right. Meanwhile, in the village of Plymouth, it was also impacted by severe weather and a possible tornado.
Our Kimberly Perez joins us from Richland County with more information. Kimberly, what can you tell us?
Good morning, Sophia. Good morning, Chuck. I'm out here in Plymouth in Richland County, and the sun has finally come up. We're finally able to see some of the damage here. The owner of this home, I just spoke with him about 10 minutes ago. It's the first time he's been out since last night. He says the damage you see that he's standing in front of, that's his RV, and it was on the other side, clear of his house. The chimney has fallen off. You can see that the car has flipped over. He said his wife and his 2 kids and himself spent the night in the basement. He can't even tell me what time they went in or what time they got out. He seems like he's in a little bit of shock. Again, this is the first time he's seeing the extent of the damage. I've seen him walking around surveying his property. It looks like he's got a barn over in the back. There was a trailer that flew, one of his trailers that flew about the length of 2 football fields over and ended up in the road. We haven't heard back from PD yet. We're waiting to hear if there were any injuries. I have not seen any fire crews out. The fire department here in Plymouth is actually volunteer, so perhaps they haven't been, told where to go or where to start. When I did arrive here earlier this morning, crews were out restoring power lines and power. And it seems like power in this area has since been restored. Again, I'm waiting to hear from PD to see if there are any injuries. The electrical crews tell me that they'll be making at least 50 stops throughout the day. There's damage further down the road, at least a couple more homes with extensive damage. And we're waiting to hear back, like I said, and we'll keep you posted.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. For more stories in your communities, click the subscribe button right here. You can also download our app or watch us on TV for the latest news and weather updates every 10 minutes and more. We'll see you then.